Welcome back to Fishing Planet. My god, I have been gone for what seems like a while now. I've got some stories to tell you guys, not gonna lie. But for right now, let's get into it. Let's see if we can't get some fish on this fucking line, huh? And of course, I will bore you with my stories along the way. Right now, I do not have the advanced fishing license because I've been gone for so long. I came back, I had no money, no fishing license, and I was not going to go back and catch a bunch of catfish. So, we're going to hang out here. I got my daughter in my lap right now, so if she starts making weird noises, that's just her. Yeah, you want to say hi? No? Okay. Looks like we're already getting a bite. I ran out of all my good bait. I ran out of just about everything that I needed. But hey, look, a fish. Okay, so what has been going on? Well, I moved. Move's complete. Good to go. Obviously done there. But I was... Yeah. I was on a very bad pain management program for my back. We're going to go ahead and keep that. I know it's a tiny, but we're going to keep it. So I was on a very... Yeah. You got something to say? No? She gets quiet every time I ask her if she wants to say something, but she has no problem chiming in and interrupting me. So basically what that means is that I was in a program with the hospital for my back, and they gave me some serious meds. What I didn't realize at the time, though, is how serious the medication was. It was basically morphine, is what they put me on. Which is just a peach, right? Who doesn't like a little morphine? So, they put me on morphine and naloxone. It's called Suboxone. It's a strip. And what they do is they normally give it to people who are getting off of hardcore narcotics, heroin, opiates, benzos, like Xanax, shit like that. So I guess these people get addicted to these drugs. Then they go on something called Suboxone for a little bit, and then they go, they clean up, go to group, whatnot. Well, I was in there for, like I said, pain management. So I had no idea what withdrawals were, what opiates did to my body, anything like that. And my doctor was of no help. So, seeing how my doctor was of no help, I'm now complaining to the chief medical officer, but we'll get to that later. So, here we go. There's nice fish. Oh. All right. I can keep it too. It's not a trophy. So, basically, after being on this Suboxone stuff for about 6 months, I decided that I wanted off of it. It was making me angry. I couldn't feel anything. There was no emotion, no love, just nothing but anger. It numbed all the pain in my body, and a lot of other things too. Giggity. So it was just bad all the way around, right? So I told my doctor, said, hey, I want off of this stuff. She goes, just jump off of it cold turkey. Well, she's a fucking idiot. And you don't ever tell somebody to jump off cold turkey. I ended up jumping cold turkey, like she said, and I went 2 weeks through legitimate fucking hell, debating on whether or not I wanted to just end it all or not. It was that bad. Withdrawals from this is that bad. About the 3rd week out of it, most of the withdrawal symptoms were gone, but the stomach pain is just horrible. So I guess you have a bunch of opiate receptors in your stomach, more than what you have in your brain. Therefore, my stomach and my intestines are just going ape shit, craving for drugs, and my mind is like, fuck you guys, we don't need drugs. So I call my doctor, she can't fit me in. I am just going ape shit, right? Because I am so uncomfortable. I'm not sleeping. I'm sick as shit. I'm freezing, but I'm drenched in sweat. It's just disgusting, right? So I call her. She goes, you need to go to the ER because you're dehydrated. Like, oh, okay. So I go to the ER. ER doc sees me, tell him everything that's going on. My doctor won't help me, blah, blah, blah. He goes, are you kidding me? He said, are you serious? I said, yeah. He goes, all right, I'm going to give you prescription for this and this. Take these for the next couple days. You should feel fine. I felt fantastic the next day. Compared to what I had been feeling. This must be a dinky. You know, and everything was great, but not good enough for me to do any recordings. I've basically been down and out for 4 weeks. This is day 3 of week 4, I believe, that I've been off of this stuff. And honest to God, I've felt like shit just about every day so far. So I'm finally able to kind of get back on the computer a little bit and play some games. I got a new game I'm going to start showcasing here called what is it, Hunter? Yeah, the Hunter Call of the Wild or something like that. I got into that right before I got real sick, and then after I got real sick, I just, you know, I hadn't played anything. So now I'm kind of getting back into the video game setting again, and my main kick has been Grand Theft Auto and playing the LSPDFR mod. And I recently just got in on a Department of Justice roleplay clan. And so, if it sounds like I'm like mid-shit at times, I'm not. I promise. I'm not mid-shit. I just, I'm either picking up my daughter or putting her back down. I have old man grunts. So, anyway. So, I've just been I've been spacey, basically. And that's why I haven't been putting out videos like I was. So hopefully I can get back into Fishing Planet, I can get back into the cache, and head back up to Alberta, do some more fishing there, get better gear, blah 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 blah. There's no bites. Why are we watching this? We're gonna cut to the next fish right now. Oh, and there's that next fish. I told you. What did I say? I said there's a fish. The magic of editing, right? I actually just sat here for fucking I don't know how many minutes, but it was long enough. Anyway, with the complaint to the chief medical officer that I'm doing, it's a nice fish, is basically after talking to the medical staff, I found out that I was supposed to be on a doctor's supervision through the entire time that I was getting off of this pain management system. And when I went back to do the checkup with my doctor after the ER visit, which you have to do within 1 to 2 days of going to the emergency room, I've had a job this whole time. She knows she knows that I've got a wife and a daughter, and my wife and I both work and blah blah blah. But I was telling my doctor that I kicked it. The ER doc helped me out because he specializes in that stuff. Basically, I was letting her know that I was pissed off that she didn't do her fucking job in the first place, and it became very clear to me how much she does not know about their drug Suboxone and the withdrawals from that. So I talked to an HR rep there at the hospital who listened to my story and basically said, oh my god, write everything down, I need a letter, you're not the only one, and you know, I'm gonna help you out. So she's gonna give me another doctor, blah blah blah. Come to find out, the current doctor that I have was just kicked out of the county beside us, was kicked out of that county, came over to this county to work because she did the same thing to everybody else that she was doing to me. Basically, every single person she sees is a drug addict. So she refuses to treat anybody with what they need. They're a drug addict. So, because before I was on this pain management program, they gave me painkillers, and I was taking one like every 2 or 3 days. Right, just because I needed that. Oh god, fuck you, fish. So I needed that boost to get out of bed, and so because there were times where I could not get out of bed, my back was so bad. Well, a couple months of that went by, and I would tell her, look, you can give me a refill, but the refill, I don't need it yet. And she would say, oh, just take it because you can get it refilled later. Well, then I'd come back the next day or the next month, and she would say, oh, well, you're addicted. You're an addict. You're a drug addict. I'm like, what? Where in the fuck are you getting this from? How am I a drug addict? Oh, you just are. It's your body. You're a drug addict. Oh, okay. I guess that's a thing. Whoops, I don't have any fucking money. That's right. Huh. We'll go with red worms. Okay. So, I have to bait this. I'm still really spacey too, by the way. It's really hard to come off of this shit and think straight. I've never done heavy drugs in my life. I've never been hooked on anything in my life. The only thing that I do is I smoke weed. That's it. Smoke marijuana. And I gotta say, if I didn't have any fucking weed to smoke during this withdrawal symptom, I probably would have fucking offed myself. It's that bad. It's one of the worst things I've ever been through in my life, and I would not wish it on my worst enemy. It's that bad. So anyway, that's my extremely long bullshit spiel as to why I've not been putting out videos lately. I hope all of you guys have been doing okay. I hope your summer is going well. Is it spring or summer? I don't know. I'm in California and it's been 80 degrees every day, so I'm in summertime right now. It feels like Satan's butthole over here constantly. It's just hot and nasty. Is that a good analogy? Does that work? I don't know. Alright, enough of this bullshit. Let's catch some fish. Oh, fucking there we go, finally. I don't know why I just yelled that. So if you guys didn't catch that earlier, I bought red worms, I think out of just sheer desperation. Note to self, red worms do not catch trout. Yeah, didn't read that in the description. I was like, oh, just worms. I'm not gonna be able to keep this. You watch. Ooh, never mind. Yes, I can. Okay, so I went back to small minnows. I tapped out like everything I had for cash to get the bait. This is like the really shitty thing about this game is if you don't play it for a while and you come back and you've got little to no money, then you're gonna end up having to go back to like Texas, which is free, or Missouri if you have like a few hundred to spend on a plane ticket or whatever. But I think I might get lucky enough to be able to buy my way back to Missouri, get some catfish, get my way back up to Colorado with real bait. So, and a real license, so I can go back after the trophies. Because I know for a fact there are trophy fish out of this spot. There was one day, I can't remember if I was recording it or not, but if I did, it's trash now. But I was pulling nothing but trophies out of here. So I think we're gonna go for one more. One more. I'm gonna have to keep the videos kind of short today. I'm having to re-download Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm wiping it and doing a fresh install, getting rid of all my mods and getting ready for this clan session training thing that I got coming up on Thursday. These guys are pretty serious in their law enforcement roleplay, so been looking for a group like this for a while. So I've got some things to do to prep out. I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. Even if you just skip through to all the fish, thank you. I really appreciate it. Just to see what baits I'm using and what baits don't work. Again, red worms, do not use them here. If you want to catch trout, don't. It's not even worth it. Go for minnows. If you don't have the money for minnows, get the fuck out. It's not worth it, plain and simple. I spent more money than I should have. So, yeah, hi, sweetie. So, with that said, I'll take a look at what I've got. Fuck you, don't even come up on my screen. This is what I'm using, small minnows. Before that, I had night crawlers, I think, which were working amazing. Before that, blood. And before that, crawdads. You can like live crawdads or something. So, these are some of my other setups for later. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out, and if you like the video, like it. If you don't, click the dislike. I don't give a shit. Click it. Tell me what you don't like about it. Alright, I'll try to do better. And if you guys want to see that Hunter Call of the Wild game, let me know. It's pretty freaking legit. It really is. It's not. I've been playing hunting games since like the early Cabela's ones, and none of them never really felt real to me. But this Call of the Wild game feels pretty damn good. So, all right, you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you, sweetie. I've got my daughter bringing me every single thing that she can find on the table. So I have to deal with this and produce this little dealie. All right, you guys, have a great day.